Welcome, welcome! It's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video, and today is all about the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo for 2951. They just put this out yesterday, or I guess maybe it was Friday for everybody to consume. It's the dedicated web page for the IAE, and as you can see, it has a countdown. Right now it's 18 days, 21 hours, 16 minutes. Obviously, that'll be different when you guys get this. It gives you an option to add it to your calendar. So I may do that. We'll see. I pretty much know when this thing's going to happen every year. So a lot of cool stuff. So back on Microtech by popular demand from November 19th to December 1st. Join us for the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2951, the biggest ship show in the verse. In honor of the galaxy's premier aerospace event returning to Microtech, Star Citizen will be free to play from November 19th to December 1st. Get in the game and head to the expo for all of this and more. You can test fly over 100 spaceships for free, new vehicle announcements, special edition vehicle paints, and in-game items. See you there. And then we also have Dax McCleary with his... let's show you.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back to Microtech. Oh, not good, not good! Here we go!
Alright, so that's the little teaser video they have for the IAE this year. Always hilarious. Whitley's Guide is back with Jax McCleary. So it wouldn't be an IAE without the antics of Jack McCleary and Whitley's Guide crew. The most trusted names in all things aerospace are back with an unfettered access to all the newest, shiniest ships in the convention hall. Will they make us regret giving them free run of the place? Probably, but it's bound to be entertaining. So yeah, love the Whitley's Guide stuff. They do one episode every day of the IAE, or at least every day of the main presentation. So let's get into the main presentation. So which manufacturers are on which days? This will not be the first or the last IAE video I've done, so expect more coming up in November. But day one, Anvil Aerospace. Will we get something new from them? The rumor is the Anvil Spartan is going to be on display, and that is a vehicle on the same chassis as the Anvil Ballista. So what will it be? Will it be just like a gunboat? Will it be like a rover, a troop transport? Will it be a shield emitter of some kind? We don't know. We have to wait and see if that's even an accurate leak. RSI is going to be in day 2, so I would imagine you'll get most of the ships that are in the RSI lineup available for sale. Same thing with Anvil. If you didn't know, the IAE doesn't just display the ships, and you can't just fly them. You can buy most of the ships during this time on those particular days. So expect to be able to pick up some of those ships. The Liberator will probably be in there with the Anvil as well. So if you missed your chance to get the Liberator a couple weeks back, you might be able to get it on day 1 of the IAE. RSI, I would imagine you're going to be able to get the Perseus there, or the Polaris, or both. Those will be on sale. You should be able to pick those up. So make sure your wallet is full and ready to go so that you can take advantage of it. Aegis Dynamics is day 3. So if you're looking to get an Idris or a Javelin, that is the day that you're going to want to have your money available and play the F5 or to try to win one of those ships, so to speak. They're very expensive, So, you know, be ready and try to fly through the shopping cart once you get in. But yeah, that's when you're going to be able to pick up those 2 ships. Then on day 4, it looks like it's going to be Alien Day. You're going to have Aopa, you'll have the Asperia, you'll have Gaytak. So, yeah, it looks like Banu. All the alien ships, probably even the Vandal ships, maybe, will be available on day 4. I say maybe because they don't always make things like the Blade available. The Vandal are a little bit rarer to get your hands on. Even though Asperia makes copies, they don't always sell them. But you'll get the Tavaran ships during this time as well. So keep your eyes peeled if you're into the alien ships. Day 4 is the day for you. Then we go on to day 5 with Crusader Industries and Tumbril. Usually you don't see these 2 teamed up on the same day, but considering the Nova Tonk has come out and Crusader has some ships that are specifically catered towards carrying that ship or that vehicle, you know, it makes sense for these to be grouped up. So you'll have all the Hercules line up, the C2, the M2, and the A2 most likely on sale that day. You will also be able to get your first glance at the newest ships that are going to be available to fly, the Ares Ion and the Ares Inferno on that day. And you'll be able to buy those. So if you don't know, those are the fighters that have size 7 guns. The ship is built around the gun. Those are massive cannons, or a massive Gatling gun, if you will, on the Inferno. And that's the day to pick those up on day 5. So if you're wanting one of the Ares ships or one of the M2, C2, or A2 Hercules ships, or even if you want the Mercury Star Runner, that's the day that you're going to want to do it. Tumbril will have all their Cyclones on sale, and the Nova Tonk will be on sale as well that day. Day 6, Origin Jump Works. So Origin's lineup has grown slowly over the years. You've got the 100 series ships, which are your entry-level ships, and let me tell you, they look fantastic. Then you have the 300 series ships, which is kind of like mid to, I guess, early to mid tier type ships. And then now you have the 400i that they've added to the lineup. So this is going to be an exploring ship. Probably, maybe about, I wouldn't say it's quite the size of a Connie. It doesn't really have that size in it. But it's stealthier than the Connie or the Drake Corsair. So, you know, could be really good for a group of 3 that are going to be a little bit intimate on that ship. Let's just put it that way. Then you could go up to the 600i, which is a much bigger ship, and they have the exploration and the luxury model of that ship available. I'm sure both will be on sale. Then you have the 890 Jump, which will also be on sale that day, probably for $890 or $900 or $950. Who knows? It'll be around that range, but that is technically the first capital ship we can fly in the game right now. And it's in the game, and it's fun, and of course, you know, once you've been in one a billion times, you know, it gets old. You'll want something different. But yeah, the Origin Jump Works ships are available on day 6. Day 7, we have Argo Aeronautics, where rumor has it we'll get a new Argo ship related to the MPUV, just another variant. We'll get Greycat Industrial, Consolidated Outland, and Kruger Intergalactic. So you'll get your Pioneer available for sale on this day from Consolidated Outland if that's a ship you're into. Now, Argo also has the Argo Mole that's going to be available. The SRVs will probably be available. You know, maybe the Argo Raft will be a thing here. We don't know if that's going to come out on day 7 or not. You know, it's a rumor. Maybe we'll get it. And then you'll have your Merlin and Archimedes snub fighters for Kruger available as well. Maybe we'll get the Greycat PTV available too. We'll have to wait till day 7 to find out. Then a big day that a lot of people love is day 8 with Drake Interplanetary. Now, Drake is not allowed in the, I guess, Invictus launch week generally, so they do their own convention around that time in May. But they are welcome at the IAE. You'll get all of Drake's ships on sale, including the Kraken and Kraken Privateer, or the Privateer upgrade if you already have, you know, a Kraken that you want to upgrade into it. This is the day that you're going to get those ships available. Again, those are some expensive ships in the Krakens, so make sure you have plenty of wallet space. Now, I don't advise, you know, just going and dumping a ton of money into this game. So what you get is of course, your business. You can buy any of these ships in-game eventually. You might have to have some sort of reputation built up with certain manufacturers or certain systems or military, but you can get any ship in-game with, you know, in-game money. You don't have to spend real-world money on it. If you want to kind of skip the grind and get a Kraken, for instance, then by all means, you know, you have the money to spend, you can do that. I know this year's going to be a little tighter financially for a lot of people, including myself. Spaceships aren't the #1 thing on my priority list. So please don't overspend for what you have available to yourself. Day 9, we will see MISC. And from what I hear, at least a rumor, there's going to be a MISC exploration vessel available at that time. Something we haven't seen yet. A new MISC ship. So I'm curious to see what it's going to be, if we get it, and how much it's going to be, what it's really designed for. Is it a mid-tier exploration vessel? Is it a top-tier one to take on the Anvil Carrack? All things I would like to know. So that's day 9 on November 27th. You'll also get the Hull series available for purchase. You'll have the Endeavor series. A lot of different MISC ships, Reliance, you know, the Starfarers. So a lot of the Prospector. Like I said, they have a lot of ships available, and you'll be able to get them on day 9. Day 10 is going to be Best in Show and Weapons and Armor. So all the ships that we voted on in August, September to be Best in Show, we now will get to see those on display on day 10. And they'll have their unique paint job. Then we'll also have the weapons and armor out that you can purchase or rent in-game. Generally, you don't buy these out of game on that day. The Best in Show ships you definitely can get out of game, and you can get the skins for free if you already own those ships when day 10 drops. And then days 11 through 13 is the finale. I imagine you'll just be able to go visit several different vendors. If not, it'll just be the Best in Show ships with the weapons and armor. Not a lot to talk about on November 29th through December 1st. But that's the IAE ship schedule or sale schedule or free fly schedule, whatever you want to call it. That's what you can expect for the IAE. I'm looking forward to it. Are you guys looking forward to the IAE this year? Is there a ship out there that you are wanting to get? Which one? And how much are you willing to pay to get it? Because some of them will be going up in price. Merchantman. Sorry. So expect some prices to go up on some of these ships. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it was educational in some way, or informative, or at least a little bit entertaining. I plan on putting out another video tomorrow and the next day. Hopefully the rest of this week I'll be able to get videos out. We'll have to wait and see what my schedule for work entails. If you are interested in contributing to my channel, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. You know, go join my Patreon or my YouTube members. I can't tell you how much it really helps. You know, you guys have really saved my life here in the last couple of years. Certain months when I couldn't pay the bills without your contributions. So thank you for that. And, you know, thank you going forward. With that said, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.